I was working for the battery industry, working with a company that wants to set up one of the first gigafactories. We found out about COVID pretty early as the supply chains from Asia quite early were disrupted by COVID. I rented an electric hybrid vehicle to go by car to have less effect on the climate, of course, and drove from Stockholm. It meant that we passed 4 different borders, 4 different systems of how to tackle testing and vaccines and declaration in different forms, because we don't have one system in Europe. And I think that's a sign of how we didn't manage on European level to tackle this in a good way. I studied math and physics. So I chose to become an engineer, worked with the industry, and then I got the opportunity to run for the election for the European Parliament, where I could then combine that with my interest for politics. Politics is about democracy, and democracy is about reflecting the population. So I think it's good that we have a wide range of politicians. It should be young politicians, old politicians, different heritage, backgrounds, sexual preferences. I mean, it should reflect society. Me being young and female, that only is a sign that democracy works, and it should be like this. 73% of Europe's energy is still fossil. That means that all the climate and energy files, the environmental files, will be renegotiated in the coming 1 to 2 years. It will be a lot of work to make sure that those goes hand in hand with the ambitions that we have and that those policies are effective and efficient. The liberal principle is very close to environment, and we should definitely mitigate the climate change and environmental affairs. And when you emit, for example, CO2 to the atmosphere, or if you harm the environment or the climate in another way, you take away other people's right to live in a sustainable environment. The COVID crisis had definitely shown us as a society how vulnerable we are in the day-to-day environment that we take for granted. So the Green Deal is really the ultimate way of getting there. For me personally, it also means tons of work. There's a lot to dig deep into. Tackling climate change via tackling energy in the energy system is what I can contribute to be most efficient in making us more prepared for the future.